You need to go to aplusstudents.com. You need to go to the website. Once you're on the website, you select math as your subject. This is a grade 10 maths lesson. And the name of the topic for today is congruent triangles. And the name of the chapter, the number of the chapter, just let me give you the chapter in the lesson, chapter number 2 and lesson number 3. This chapter number 2, and we are doing lesson number 3. And the name of the lesson is proving triangles to be congruent by ASA and AAS property. This is angle, side angle, and this is angle, side. Okay, let's look at these properties. Let's go to the topic. Grade 10s, maths. Okay. So from our previous lesson, I'll just copy something from our previous lesson. It's a continuation of the properties. So therefore, let's look at the basics, then we'll continue. Okay. We had the reflexive property. Whenever we have the reflexive property, we call that as a mirror image. In a mirror image, the image is always inverted, right? If this was the image object, then this will be the image formed. Agreed? In case of symmetric property, the object was rotated. We have a rotation. Symmetrical is rotation, whereas transitive property was changing of the position. Okay, so our 3 examples are reflexive is when you're standing in front of a mirror. If you are standing in the mirror and you raise your right hand, then the image in the mirror would raise the left hand. That's reflexive. If you're facing towards the mirror and you now turn towards the right, that means you did a spin, right? You change your direction. If you're standing in front of the mirror, now you move away from the mirror and you stand somewhere else. That is transitive property. That means you are still you, even though you're not standing in front of the mirror, right? So these were the basics properties that we already saw in the previous lesson: reflexive, symmetric, and transitive. Let's look at some questions and let's see which properties can be used over here to find answers. Okay, so the question given to us is, just a moment. This is the question given, and this was SAS. Okay. The first question says, W is the midpoint. Question number 1. It says if W is the midpoint and TV of TV and SU, that means if we have a line that is T and V, W was the midpoint. If we have another line that is SU, we say W is the midpoint. So can we say the length of SW and UW? SW and UW is the length is the same, right? Similarly, we can say the length of TW and VW is same, right? They told us that these are the midpoints. And they also told us that the length of TU and SB are same. This was a given information. So what is given over here? Let's suppose if I would say one dash was 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, two dashes was 2 centimeter and 2 centimeter, and three dashes was 3 centimeter each, right? Let me show it to you by copying this diagram. Which property would be used over here? If we say this was the diagram given to us, if we remove the lower part of the diagram, okay? If we have the only triangle that is TUW, and now if we remove the upper triangle, that means if we remove this triangle, can we say that these two triangles given to us in this question are exactly the same? In mathematics, congruency means exactly same, right? If I would rotate this, can I rotate this left 90 and another 90? So can I say I found that these two shapes are exactly the same? Can we agree on that? That means this was a symmetric property, right? And which property are we using over here? We're using side, side, side property, because the two shapes were different in direction, but they were exactly the same. Agreed? Do we agree on this? Okay. Having a look at the next question says, complete the proof that these two triangles are congruent to each other. For the next question, the given information is, okay, this is our question number 2. And question number 2 says, just a moment, please. If this was the reasoning given to us in question number 2, they're saying complete the proof that these two triangles are congruent to each other. Which two triangles? This triangle BWY is congruent to this given triangle. Okay, so let's look at this information. What they are saying is one of the angles is same, VYVX. Where is the right angle? Y, V, Y and X, and VYW. Sorry, VYW is equals to VYX. So they are saying these two angles are equal. Agreed? And what they are saying is, if this angle on a straight line, if one of the angles was 90, then the other angle has to be 90 as well, right? That means they are perpendicular. Agreed? What was reflexive property of congruency? The reflexive property was it's an inverted image. Agreed? So let's see how it can be an inverted image. If I say this distance was 2 centimeter, can I say this is 2 centimeter? If this length was 5 centimeter, then this length should be 5 centimeter. If this angle was 30, then this angle was 30, right? They are flipped image of each other. Like when we clap, we connect our palms together, right? So the same way, these two images are copies of each other. Okay? So what we can say over here is that these two would be copies of each other and they are inverted images of each other. So how many sides were given to us? Two sides were given and one angle was given to us, right? So which property should we be using? Or we can say I'll use a different color. Two angles were given to us, right? And one side was given to us. That is the common side. This is the common side, right? So we can say that, can we use angle side? Or can we use side angle side? Angle, side, angle, right? Agreed? That means for this triangle, we knew this angle and we knew this angle. So the common angle on the common side was making two angles and those were known to us. So we can say angle side and angle property can be given to us. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's look at another example. In the next example, what they're saying is complete the proof that these two triangles are congruent such that question number 3, the information has been provided to us. They're saying these are the same, equivalent. Let's change the size. Let's resize, okay? Okay, for question number 3, they are saying we need to prove that these two triangles are congruent. Can I say that if we can see that this length is equals to this length, whereas this length equals to this length, right? And we can say we can see a shape similar to a butterfly, right? So what they were saying, these two sides were same, these two, and QUT. Where's the angle QUT? They're saying this angle and RUS. These two angles are same. We know the property that whenever an X is being formed, these two angles are vertically opposite angles. Agreed? That's mean they are saying we are using the vertical angle theorem. So if these two angles are same, then which property can we use? We have, if this can be the line of symmetry, right? That means that's a reflection. That's an inverted image. And whenever we have a reflection, what do we say? It's a reflexive property. Agreed? And we can say we have side angle side, and this would be a reflexive property of congruency, since this is an inverted mirror image of each other. Do we agree till here? Any questions up till now? Okay, let's move ahead to the next question. For the next question, it says we have these two triangles and they're asking us to show that whether these two triangles are congruent to each other. Question number 4. Question number 4, if this information was provided to us, and this shape was given to us. In this shape, what we can see is one of the sides has, okay, what it does, it say HJ bisects IHJ. HK, sorry. HK is a bisector. Angle, what is it bisecting? It's bisecting the angle IHJ. That means the angle over here must be equal to the angle on this side because it's bisected. This is called angle bisector, that divides a given angle into, okay, this is given as a definition as well of angle bisector, that JHK and IHK are similar angles. Okay, what they are saying is the length of HI and JH is also same, and we have another side that has the common length, this. So can we say these two shapes, okay, I'll just recopy this, okay, so that I can show you what is exactly happening over here. If I say, okay, if I remove this part of the shape, okay, and if I remove this part of the shape, can I say that these two parts of the shape are a mirror image of each other? Can we say that these two shapes are mirror image of each other? Agreed? If I would make a line of reflection in the middle, they're still the mirror image. But if I would make a line of reflection over here, if I say the line of reflection was this common line, is it still a mirror image? Are they still a mirror image of each other? Yes, they are. So which property should we be using over here? And we know that whenever it's a mirror image, we say it's a reflexive property, right? We are using the reflexive property. Two sides were given to us and one angle was given to us. Agreed? Two sides were given, one angle was given. Two sides were given, one angle was given. So we can say we are using reflective property of congruency, right? Side angle side property or the side angle side theorem would be used to prove that these two shapes, these two triangles are congruent to each other. Agreed? For the next question, it says V is the midpoint. Let me just copy. For the next question, it says, question number 5. And they are telling us that this is the information that has been provided. V is the midpoint of RT. This is our question number. Sorry. This is our question number 5. And the given diagram states this information, where these two are pairs of parallel lines, which is given over here. RU and ST are parallel. They're saying V is the midpoint. That means this length should be equals to this length, right? Oh, okay. They're saying V is the midpoint of RT. Okay, not SP. Sorry. Let's take RT. They're saying V is the midpoint of RT. That means RT is this line. If this was a midpoint, then these two lengths would be equal, right? Anything else we have equal? They are telling us that two angles are also given. They're saying angle, the length, angle R and angle T is same, because whenever we have set of parallel lines and there's a line bisecting it, then these two angles are alternate interior angles because we can see a formation of Z over here. Alternate interior angles. Similarly, angle S is equal to angle U. Why? If we had pair of parallel lines and the line was intersecting like this, then this point S and this point U, they would have the same alternate interior angles. This was the midpoint. So which property can we use? We have two angles with us and we have the length of one side, right? So we can say that we can use angle side to show that these two triangles are congruent. And one more information we can process is that whenever we know that whenever we have a formation of X, these two angles were also same, right? So we can say that this angle and this angle is also same, right? But we are not using that information, is not given to us in the question, right? We are assuming that, we are deducing that information because of that what has been provided to us, right? Hi Valerie. Okay, let's look at another example. For the next question, it says we have, just a moment, let me copy the question. Question number 6 says, if this is the information that has been given to us, and they're saying RT is parallel to TU, or equal, sorry, parallel also. RS, where is RS? This would be RS and TU, okay? The double straight line means they are parallel. So we can draw the arrow for the parallel, and they're even saying that they have the same length. This says same length. Some proofs are given to us, right? They're saying RTU is RTU and SRT. We just did this example previously. Whenever we have a formation of Z with two parallel lines, these two angles would always be same, right? And they are known as alternate interior angles. Agreed? Then they're saying the length of RT and RT is same. That means RT is a common length. RT is a common side. That is already given to us. Okay. How much information is given to us? We are given the length of one side, the second side, and the angle in the middle, right? So what we can say is we can use side, angle, side. And they already told us reflexive property. Reflexive property means a reflection. Right? That means they are inverted image of each other. Agreed? A reflection is an inverted image. Any questions up till now? Do we have any questions? Okay. Let's look at the next question. The next question says, prove that these two triangles are congruent to each other such that given information is, question number 7. If this is the information that has been given. So what they're saying is we have a parallelogram. How can we say we have a parallelogram? Because we have two pairs of parallel sides. So what we can say is, in case of a parallelogram, we have two pairs of parallel sides, right? But what they are trying to ask us to prove through is they're saying RS is parallel to UT. It's given. RU is parallel to UR is parallel to TS. Agreed. SRT, it's a formation of a Z, right? We can say Z is being formed. Then this angle would be equal to this angle. And for the next one, RTS, where is RTS? Since these lines were parallel as well, therefore this angle would be equals to this angle, right? And one of the sides is a common side. So two angles are given to us and a common side is given to us. So what we can say is angle side angle property can be used, right? Let me just recopy this. I wish to use the diagram. Okay. If this was the original diagram that was given to us, let's make a copy, paste. Okay. Let's see if they both are a reflection of each other, right? If this was a reflection of this, okay. Can we say, okay. Can we say these two shapes were reflected, inverted reflections of each other, right? That means they are a mirror image of each other, where RT was the common side. Agreed? Okay. Let's have a look at the next question. Do we have any questions up till now? Valerie, Inspiration, any questions? Okay, the next question says, why is the midpoint? Let me just copy this. Question number 8. And this information has been provided to us. And they are saying, why is the midpoint of UW? Why is the midpoint of this line? Okay. And what else is given to us? They are saying one angle is given to us. That is a 90-degree right angle. Okay. We also know that whenever we have a formation of X, then this angle must be equal to this angle. We can say these are vertically opposite angles, right? Which is given over here. So if we know two angles and one side is equal in length, which property can we use? If two angles are given and one side is given, we can say we can use angle side angle property to show that these two triangles are congruent to each other. Agreed? Let's do a few more examples before we go to the test. So the next example given is, let me just copy paste. So the next question, question number 8, question number 9, tells us that this is the information that has been given to us. And this is question number 9. And this, okay. They are saying K is the mid, for question number 9, K is the midpoint of IJ. So where is the line IJ? If this is the line IJ, K is the midpoint. Sorry. If this is the midpoint, then this length and this length must be equal. Agreed? If this angle was right angle, then this angle would be right angle as well. And we have a common side. Agreed? We have a common side over here, that is KH, right? They would say HK equals to HK, that is the always the common side. So in this case, we have two sides that are given to us, right? Length of two sides are given to us. If I would erase this part, okay, so can I say that this given triangle that was, sorry, this was an H, okay, HIK, and let's paste this second one. If I remove the other part, is exactly the same as the Y. The only difference is that this shape is rotated. Okay, let's suppose we rotate right. Do they look the same? The 90-degree angle is formed between the two sides, which has one dash and two dashes, right? The 90-degree angle is formed between these two sides with one dash and two dash. So which property can be used? We can say we can use side, angle, and side, because two sides are given to us and we know the angle between the two sides. Agreed? Okay. Okay, let's do some questions from the test. The first question from the test would be, let me just copy paste. Okay, the first question says, oh, we just did that question. I'll just remove it from the screen. Because we just did this question. And they're saying either of these properties. This could be given to us. These are the two options given to us. And this was the shape given to us. Question number 1 from the test. There's a reason why I moved ahead, because we just did this question. A very similar question we just did. Okay. So what should be the answer? Should be side angle side or angle angle side? They are telling us that this is the midpoint. That means this length would be equal to this length. If this was 90, then this would be 90 as well. And we have one common side. So what information do we have? We have been given, do we have two angles or two sides? It all depends on the information that has been provided to us. Do we have two angles or two sides? Michael, Inspiration, or Valerie? Attaboy. Anyone? How many angles do we have? We have a single angle that's given to us, right? At K, it is forming a perpendicular. And how many sides are given to us? They told us J, K, and Ki are equal in length because K is the midpoint. So one ratio of the sides is given. Can we say we have another ratio of the sides? Because KH is a common side, right? And whenever we have a common side, we have what? We have side, angle, side. Agreed? Because two sides were given and one angle was given. So we can say, we can use side, angle, side. And we select side, angle, side. We get the answer, right? Let's try another example. I did this for you. Next one, I need you to answer it for me. Okay. For the next question, it says, sorry, copy, paste. Question number 2. If this is the information that has been given to us, this is our question number 2. Okay, question number 2. In question number 2, they're asking us which property can be applied over here. How many angles do we have? Do we have a common length? They're saying that this is perpendicular. That means it intersects at right angles, then this would be right angle also. That means two angles already given to us. They're using the word reflexive. That means reflection. And reflection gives us inverted image. Agreed? So this would be the reflection. What else are they saying? The two angles given to us are equal. These two angles. This angle is equal to this. So what information has been provided to us? And one more information we have is that we have a common side. Agreed? So if we mark this as a common side, can we say this length would be equals to this length? Which property? Since the question gave us two angles already, right? They provided us with this angle and they gave us this angle, right? And this angle. So we will consider two angles and one side. So can we say angle, side, angle can be used? Okay, thank you. Perfect. We can also use side angle side, but the problem with side angle side is that side angle side was not the given information in the question, right? We found that information. So we are trying to find the answer based on what is given in the question, okay? Let this be question number 3. Okay. Question number 3. They're saying which property would be used over here? They're saying these two sides are parallel When these two sides were parallel to each other, what extra information we had? We know that whenever we have a parallel line and we are forming a Z, then this angle should be equals to this angle. And these angles are known as alternate interior angles, right? When we have another pair of parallel lines, if TS and UR was parallel, can we say we have this line? So if we are forming an N now, can we say that the angles over here, that this angle would be equals to this angle? Agreed? Right? This is what they are asking us to use. Okay? And there is one common length. They are saying RT is equals to RT, right? They have given us what information? They have given us the conditions for two angles, angle number 1 and angle number 2, and a common side. This information they are giving to us. So what we can say is, which property would be used? Two angles and one side. We use ASA property, that is angle side angle, right? Thank you. Let's try another example. Okay, for the question number 4, it says, if this is the information that has been given to us in question number 4, question number 4, they're simply saying that this length of side equals to this length of side. Okay. They're also saying alternate interior angles. We just saw what alternate interior angles were in the previous question. They're saying RTU is alternate to TRS, SRT, right? So what information is given to us? A parallel line is also given. RS is parallel to, they are saying RS is parallel to TU. That means that these two lines are also parallel. That's why they are alternate interior angles. So which property can be applied? Which property can be applied? They're saying RT equals to RT. That means they're giving us a common side, right? This is the common side. So which property can we apply? How many sides are given to us and how many angles are given to us? See, we can find many more angles, but as per the question, the information given to us was the length of TU and SR was equal. Agreed? This length was equal to this length, right? And what they told us was that this angle is equal to this, given in the question, right? We are not making up information. We are just processing the information that's already provided in the question. And then they said there is a common side. That means they are telling us about, we knew one angle, one side. And when they say they have a common side, they give us the information about the third side. And reflexive property means, reflexive meant mirror image. right? That means this also proves that this is a congruent shape, right? So which property should we be using here? We have two sides. We know two sides and one angle, right? Perfect. Thank you. So we can use side, angle, side. Agreed? Thank you so much. So please do try the remaining questions, okay? We are done with 4 questions. The total questions are 9. Please do the remaining, okay? Thank you so much. Best of luck. Have a nice day.